Seattle Betsuin Buddhist Temple, welcome to today's Seattle Betsuin Buddhist Women's Association, SBBWA Memorial Service. My name is Marissa Wong, and I am the service chairperson this morning. Because we are projecting slides and videos, the Sangha may remain seated throughout the service today for optimal viewing of the screen. Please pause and reflect during the ringing of the concho. Following the ringing of the concho, please join the ministers in chanting Sambujo on the screen.
Please join me in 合唱。ナワンダ、ブナバンダ、ブナバンダ、ブナバンダ、ブナバンダ、ブナバンダ、ブナバンダ。Okay, the chanting of Sambujo on the screen.
This annual service is a time to remember our departed members of SBBWA, originally known as the Funjinkai. We honor our members who passed away this year and remember the 849 past members whose dedication to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha has been ongoing for generations. Today, as it has for over 100 years, the SBBWA cultivates religious awareness, promotes fellowship among its members, serves and supports the Seattle Betsuin, and contributes to the welfare of the community. Here's a little history of this organization. The Issei women, first generation, arrived here in the early 1900s from Japan, joining the temple and founding the organization in 1908 to support each other as well as the temple. If you aren't aware of the vast work provided over the years, think about all the food prep and cooking for Obon, bazaars, and the salmon dinner fundraisers. SBBWA has provided support for the ministers and families, visiting ministers, BCA, Northwest District, and local temples throughout the ages. SBBWA also supports the Ministers Assistance Program and temple youth organizations, including Campfire, Scouts, Dharma School, Taiko, Junior YBA, and the Kids Summer Program, KSP, and community organizations like ACRS, Walk for Rice, Orion House, Mary's Place, Beacon Hill Elementary, and activities like the public vaccination clinics and bone marrow donor drives, just to name a few. With gratitude, we pay tribute to our many grandmothers, mothers, aunts, sisters, and friends as we remember their legacy, their teachings, and continue to create fond memories over the years. Joan Nakano will now pay tribute to the SBBWA members who have passed between 2020 and 2025.
On the back of your service program, you will see the names of our SBBWA members who passed away between 2020 and 2025. It was during this period that the COVID-19 pandemic occurred, followed by the arson fire here at the temple. Although we were still able to hold our annual SBBWA memorial services during those years, we were presented with special challenges such as virtual service only, or safety protocols during services, or temporary relocation. So today we pay special tribute to our SBBWA members who passed away during these trying times. We are deeply grateful for the lasting impact these women had on our organization. On the inside of your program also are the names of 3 members who passed away since our memorial service last year. Mary Katayama, who devoted many years of service to our temple and BWA, Michelle Kammerer, a great supporter of both the SBBWA and the Betsuin, and Masako Kubo, a longtime dedicated member who also served as an honorary SBBWA board director since 2011. Their kindness and dedication continue to inspire all who knew them. They are deeply missed, and we extend our heartfelt condolences to their families.
Thank you, Joan. Please join Rinban Kusunoki and the ministers in chanting the Jusei on the screen and found on page 21 in the Orange Service Book.
Namanda Namandabud, Namandabud, Namandabud.がんにしくどくびょうどうせいさいどうほんぼだいしんおうじょうあんらこナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダブナバンダ。
We will now have incense offering by Tyler Moriguchi, representing the Seattle Betsuin, followed by Ritsuko Kawahara, representing SBBWA. We will now sing our first Gatha with Gasho from the Heart by Donna Sasaki and FBWA members. The lyrics will be projected on the screen. Following the Gatha, Tara Tamarabuchi will read the Threefold Refuge.
Here we've come together, some from near and some afar, in spite of all our differences, we reach for the same bright star, and on this human pathway we may err a step or two, but always we remember to feel deep gratitude and hear and say the Nembutsu as we gasho with hands placed together. Without a shred of doubt, we joyfully receive the truth. With gasho from the heart, con gasho no corazón, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. As we gasho with hands placed together,
the three treasures on page 4 of the Red Book. Hard is it to receive a human form. Now we have received it. Difficult it is to hear the Buddha Dharma. Now we hear it. If we do not receive awakening in this life, in what life shall we do so? With sincerity, let us take refuge together in the three treasures. I take refuge in the Buddha, together with all beings. We can do the supreme. It's different. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together with all sentient beings, enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together with all sentient beings, become units in true accord, in harmony with all things. Hard is it to encounter the supreme, profound, and wondrous Dharma, even in 100,000 million kalpas. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true intent of the Tathagata. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Sorry, I think the Red Book and the screener are different. Thank you.
Thank you, Tara. I would like to introduce Rinban Kusunoki, who will now deliver today's Dharma message and read On White Ashes, which can be found on page 66.
Navanda, 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 Navanda. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to this Sunday service this morning. So this morning we are having the SBBWA annual memorial service this morning. Then you can see the last 5-6 years, those who passed away. I just surprised so many people passed away since 2020. Then I realized, some families choose to have the funeral service, but some families chose to have just a private memorial service, because of all different, under circumstances. So because, COVID, then the temple fire happened, and we were not able to use the temple. So there are all things are happening last 5-6 years. So the family has to choose, having the memorial service at a different location, or not to have a memorial service. When I read these names, those things came up in my mind. Sometimes I just talk to the family over the phone or by the email, then decided not to have any memorial services. So that's why I really appreciate, BWA having this opportunity to remember, to have a memorial service, those who passed away, last 5 years. So then I'd like to express my deepest condolences to the family, all the BWA members those who used to have lots of activities at the temple together with these people who passed away before us. BWA is, since when I think about the Seattle Betsuin's history, not only the Seattle Betsuin, I think about history of Jodo Shinshu. Women is important in Jodo Shinshu tradition, Jodo Shinshu history, from the beginning of the Jodo Shinshu. Because, as you know, Eshin Niko, Kakushin Niko, these two, Shinran Shonin's wife, and Shinran Shoni's daughter is, I would say, two key person to found the Jodo Shinshu. Without these people, Jodo Shinshu, Honganji doesn't exist today. So then this tradition, we carry this tradition over and over. Then Seattle Betsuin's BWA also carrying those spirit. Then, of course, those people who are listed on the program also support Seattle Betsuin Buddhist Temple to carry this Jodo Shinshu teaching generation to generation. So using this opportunity as a Rinban of Seattle Betsuin Buddhist Temple, I would like to express my deepest appreciation for those people's dedication to the temple and to the Jodo Shinshu teachings. I was in Japan last couple weeks. I still have a jet lag. So ちょっとまだ眠たい. I still sleepy a little bit. But I'm glad I was able to come back by this service. Then I brought just a small, tiny omiyage. So after the service, I would like to, I hope, so many people here today. I hope I have enough. Those who come up to incense offering in this in this bag, there's a melon flavor caramel. Melon flavor, that's something a little bit different. So that's, please try it after the service. So the reason why I went to Japan is this time is I escort the Tokudo people who wants to Tokudo ordination from USA, Hawaii, Canada, and Europe. So 13 people went to Tokudo ordination. Then they are successfully received, all of them are successfully received the Tokudo ordination. So one of them is from Northwest, Reverend Sarah Parrott. So I hope I can invite her to come to Seattle Betsuin to share her experience sometime in, I'm thinking sometime in December. I let you know the date. Then maybe she can deliver the Dharma talk. Then maybe during the Dharma exchange, she can share her experience and we may be able to have a question and answer. So that's the main purpose of my trip to Japan. But of course, before and after, I took some vacations. Then this time, I went to Hokkaido. Besides my hometown, Nagasaki, I went to Hokkaido and I went to visit Yamaguchi. These two places are special place for me because Hokkaido is, my wife's mother is from Hokkaido. Then Yamaguchi Prefecture is a place where my mother is from. The reason why I visit these two places is for Hokkaido is to visit my wife's grandmother's gravesite. So she passed away, my wife's grandmother passed away last year, but I was not able to, we are not able to, attend the funeral service. So that's why we wanted to visit her gravesite to have a short memorial service. It is almost a 1-year memorial service, so it was a precious occasion for important time for us to visit the gravesite, even just a short time, but we are able to visit, then put our hands together, then we chanted Jusege there, then at their home, their family obutsudan, my son led the chanting of Jusege. Just we chanted this morning, Jusege. So my son sat in front of the obutsudan, then he chanted the Jusege. So her, my wife's side's family, I think it was their first time to see my son is leading the chanting of Jusege. So I hope, from my son, great-grandmother was also really appreciated to have a service at the obutsudan there. Then, a couple of days later, I went to also visit the Yamaguchi prefecture. That is from my mother's side of the family is from. Then my mother is from also the temple family. Then the reason is to visit the Yamaguchi is for my grandfather's 33rd year memorial service. 33rd year memorial service. That is my mother's strong wish. My mother wanted to go to visit a gravesite with her children, including me. So for us, she wanted to take all the children to visit the gravesite because 33rd year memorial service is one important year in Buddhist tradition. The next one is a 50th year memorial service. After 33rd year memorial service, the 50th year memorial service, that's 17 years from today. My mother didn't say, but probably my mother didn't have enough confidence to be able to have the 50th year memorial service because 17 years from now she will be about 95, 96 years old. So I probably think, she doesn't think she wasn't sure if she's able to visit the gravesite. But even, 95 years old, I don't know what is going to happen after 17 years. So that's a reason why she wanted to visit with the families, to visit a gravesite, the 33rd year memorial, to even just a small service, only 5 of us are there. But still, my mother, I think she wanted to have the memorial service. As Buddhism is teaching us, our life, the human life, is going to end one day, that we are parting from our loved one, someone who passed away someday. So that's a reality of our life. Then we have to think how we can end our life. What is not the best, but ideal way how we can end our life, parting from someone we love? That's we have to think. About 15, 16 years ago, when I decided to move to the United States, my father told me moving to the United States means you may not be able to come to my pillow service. You may not be able to see my ending of my life. So that's one message I received from my father, who passed away about 10 years ago. That was true. I was in California when my father passed away. I was not able to visit because it was really sudden. I was not able to visit my father. But fortunately, I was able to attend his funeral service. But when my wife's grandmother passed away, none of us were able to visit grandmother, including, because of the COVID was happened, then that was not easy to visit. So we are not able to. Last time my wife was able to visit her grandmother was maybe 5, 6 years ago, before the COVID. Then, that's one possibility we may not be able to see just before someone is passing. Sometimes maybe last time I meet someone we love, possibly complaining each other, no talking. We don't know when is the last occasion, last opportunity to be able to see someone we love. One says, if we are able to say thank you, if the thank you is the last word to exchange myself and the loved one who passed away before us, our mind is going to be settled. We get relief. We are able to thank. We express our appreciation to the loved one who passed away before us. What do you think? You maybe have some time, some experience to part from someone you love. Were you able to express your appreciation to the loved one who passed away before us? It is tough, when we have to, part from someone we love, still have some doubt or questions or complaints to someone who passed away. If we are able to say, even we have some kind of difficulties or doubt, if we could say thank you, that we can exchange thank you. That's big relief for all of us. Shakyamuni Buddha told us it is one of the biggest difficulties in our life. That is death. It is death. Death is one of the most difficult times in our life. Because of that, if we are able to thank people, if we express our appreciation, even it is difficult, we could be able to relieve in our mind. To be able to understand what kind of life we are living right now, this is the Dhamma message from my father. He taught me there is a full understanding of our life. We always have to remember these full understanding of our life. The first one is you have only one life. Only one life. No one has two lives, only one. We cannot repeat our life, just one. That's the first one. Number two, you live your life alone. In the Raja Sutra, it says, you are born alone and die alone, live alone and come alone. We cannot live another person's life. No one can live my life. I have to live my life. I have to be responsible to live my life. So this is number two. Number three, your life will end someday. My life ends someday. No one can live forever. That's a number three. The last one is you cannot know when your life will end. No one knows when our life ends. Someone may live their life over 100 years, but some people are not. Maybe 10 years, or less than 10, or 1 year. No one knows. Nobody knows how long we can live our life. These are the four understanding of our life. Because we are living this kind of life, we cherish each moment. The one says, one teaching says, ichigo ichie, ichigo ichie. Each moment is a once in a lifetime chance. That's why each moment we try our best to express our appreciation we exchange our appreciation with our family member and our friends. So today, we are having the BWA Memorial Service. Again, I'd like to express my deepest appreciation to those who passed away, especially those who are listed on the program. So on this occasion, please reflect upon your life and your loved one's life. To conclude my Dharma message, I read the episode called On White Ashes. I read this in Japanese today, but you can find the English translation on this service book. So English translation is on the page 66, Japanese is 67、日本語67ページに載ってますので、この本のね、よかったら開けてください。今日は日本語で読ませていただきます。Then Romanized version is on the page 68. 68 is a Romanized version. So please listen deeply the words of Renya Shonin, who wrote this letter 500 years ago. それ人間の不詳なる相をつらつら感ずるに、おおよそ儚きものはこの世の始終中、幻のごとくなるいちごなり。されば、いまだ漫才の人参の受けたりということを聞かず、一生過ぎやすし、今に至って誰か100年の業態を保つべきや、我や先人や先、今日とも知らず、明日とも知らず、遅れ先立つ人は、元の雫末の梅雨よりも茂しと言えり。されば、明日には睾丸があって、夕べには白骨となれる身なり。すでに無常の風来たりぬれば、すなわち二つの眼たちまちに閉じ、一つの息長く耐えぬれば、睾丸虚しく返じて、通りの装いを失いぬる時は、六神眷属集まって、嘆き悲しめども、さらにその会あるべからず、さてしもあるべきことならねばとて、野外に送って、弱の煙となし果てぬれば、ただ白骨の溝のこれり、哀れというもなかなか愚かなり。されば、人間の儚きことは、老少不浄の境なれば、誰の人も早く五章の一大事を心にかけて、阿弥陀仏と深く頼み参らせて、念仏申すべきものなり。あなかしこ、あなかしこ。ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナマンダ、ナマンダ、ナマンダ。ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Rinban Kusunoki, for your inspiring Dharma message. We will now sing Ondoko-san 2, found on page 81 on the English side of the service book. SBBWA Co-President Suze Imane will now conclude this service with acknowledgments.
On behalf of the Seattle Betsuin Buddhist Women's Association, thank you to Irene, Sensei Irene, for ringing the kancho, Kemi Nakabayashi for musical support, Eileen Tanabe for producing the program, Tara Tamarabuchi for reading the Threefold Refuge, the SBBWA Religious Committee Chairs Ann Oxrider and Janice Deguchi for coordinating the service, Rinban Kusunoki for your inspirational Dharma message, Mei Yamasaki, Nori Nakamura, Steph Ojima, and Rick Wong for greeting attendees and passing out service books, and Jesse and Alex for supporting today's programs, and for viewers watching at home. Are there any public announcements today?
Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I see some new faces. My name is Tyler. I'm the president of the temple. So thank you to BWA for this service. I think we should have BWA service every weekend because of the turnout, right? And thank you for the opportunity to offer incense. If I've learned nothing else from being BWA president, temple president, is if BWA asks you to do something, you say yes. So I was very happy to offer service, Oshoko. We are nearing the end of our year, and we will be recruiting for temple board members. And so I would invite everyone to please consider to serve on the temple board. Next year will be a very exciting year. It's our 125th anniversary, so we have a lot of things that we need to plan and celebrations. So if you'd like to help in all of that, please feel free to talk to me, or Ann is on the recruiting committee. And please, if they do approach you, please consider serving, because we really need a strong board to function as a temple. That said, as many of you may know, we are in the second year of our fire restoration, and we have very soon we'll hopefully open up the Hondo and be holding services in the Hondo again. It took a lot of money. Insurance covered a lot, but we took advantage of it to do some improvements, which insurance does not cover. So we will be launching a big campaign soon, and I would like to, if anyone has experience with fundraising, donor relations, I would really appreciate your help in serving on a committee. So again, and you don't need to be a board member to serve on committees. So if you have any financial experience, donor relation, fundraising campaign experience, please come see me. But yes, thank you again, and thank you for the service.
Okay, the temple is grateful for your participation in today's service. For additional information on upcoming services, seminars, and events within the Seattle Betsuin and the Jodo Shinshu community, please see the Betsuin website and Facebook page. This concludes our online portion of the service. Thank you for attending.